Yo, what's good, guys? Your boy Lizard here, back with another video. Today, I'm gonna briefly give you my predictions for this Sunday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Should be a unique one without a doubt. But yeah, when it comes to the Money in the Bank ladder matches, both the men and the women are gonna have to start at the ground, make their way through the building to get to the roof of the headquarters, get inside the ring that's on the bloody roof, and get on a ladder and get your briefcase. How crazy does that fucking sound? To me, that just sounds nuts. And the fact that both of these matches are gonna occur simultaneously, which means both the men and women are gonna try to make their way to the top at the same time, that just calls for fucking chaos. I'm sure they're gonna intervene with each other at some point. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be dope. Something I am wishing for, and it's not on bad terms, is just for someone to get thrown off the bloody roof. You know, the way Mankind got thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell, I want that to happen, but imagine someone just like Nia Jax just getting thrown off the roof. How crazy would that be? That'd be a moment in history that you'll never forget. It'll definitely become iconic, and yeah, that's all I'm hoping for. Obviously, I don't want them to get hurt or anything, but that'd just be a pretty cool spot in the match if that were to happen. But yeah, let's just get down to this. The first match, the young Sami Zayn versus Drew Gulak for the IC title. We haven't seen Sami since WrestleMania. I think he underwent third molar surgery. Basically, got all his wisdom teeth removed. I got my wisdom teeth removed, so I feel the pain. I was in bed for like 2-3 weeks. But Sami Zayn's a professional, so I feel like he should be able to bounce back faster than I did. But yeah, Drew Gulak has been killing it on 205 Live. Is he ready for a title? I'm not sure. He is ready for a title, but I doubt they'll give it to him that quickly. I don't think they'll have Sami Zayn drop the title just like that. But yeah, so in my opinion, I'm going to give the dub to Sami Zayn. Moving on to the next match for the Raw Tag Team Championships, we got them young Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders. Basically, these tag teams have been killing it since NXT. Now that they're on the main roster, they're still killing it. The Viking Raiders actually pulled off a dub against the Street Profits about a week or two ago on Raw, which basically gave them this title shot here at Money in the Bank. Honestly, the Street Profits they're a great tag team. They know how to work in the ring, and they're basically great on the mic and everything. They're basically everything a tag team should be. And yeah, the Viking Raiders did win a week or two ago on Monday Night Raw, but I think it's time for the Street Profits to get their revenge and get their W here at Money in the Bank. So yeah, Street Profits to retain. Moving on to the next match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, you got the young New Day versus Lucha House Party versus Dirt Sheet Duo, Miz and Morrison, and the upcoming Forgotten Sons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think this match is going to be a ladder match. I was hoping it would be a ladder match because that would probably call for a 5-star match. You feel me? I feel like this match is going to be rather lengthy. Hopefully it's not boring. Hopefully it's full of repeated action. The New Day, they just won their titles, and they usually know how to overcome the odds in these type of matches. So I'm going to have to say the New Day to retain. Yeah. Moving on to the next match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, you got Bayley versus Tamina. When was the last time you guys have seen Tamina in a championship match? Shit, I can't recall. But I feel like this is Tamina's time to shine. She's been in the business for over a decade. Her father, Jimmy Superfly, the family with Rikishi and everything. I feel like this is her moment, She never gets championship matches. And honestly, she's been killing it lately. So I feel like she definitely deserves this. And I feel like if she doesn't win here, she's just never going to get another shot. So yeah, I feel like it's her time. And I'm calling it here. Tamina, your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Moving on to the next match for the Universal Championship, you got Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. Ever since this championship has come out, it's been fucking bonkers to the division. You have Goldberg being a 2-time Universal Champ. Like, what does that even tell you about the title? But yeah, the Goldberg squashed the Fiend, and now Braun Strowman squashed Goldberg, and now we got this Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. You know their history. Basically, Braun Strowman was Bray Wyatt's black sheep when they had their whole little gimmick going on. And yeah, now they're on their singles run. And honestly, I don't see Braun Strowman dropping the title until SummerSlam, until either he defends it like against the actual Fiend or, you know, probably against Roman Reigns. I don't want that to happen, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to say Braun Strowman to retain here. Moving on to the other championship match, you got the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre versus the Monday Night Messiah, Seth freaking Rollins. I don't even know if he still goes by that, but whatever. Basically, Drew has had an incredible 2020. Won the Rumble, he's beat Brock at WrestleMania. I don't see Seth Rollins stopping Drew McIntyre in his tracks. Honestly, I think Drew McIntyre is going to hold on to that WWE Championship probably until the end of 2020, like, without a doubt. He's the chosen one, and I'm sure they're going to give him a nice run in the company. But yeah, I don't see Drew losing at all. Like, if he loses, that's just ridiculous, and he should just leave the company, because they'll just make a mockery out of him if he just drops the title like that. But yeah, to retain, Drew McIntyre. Moving on to one of the Money in the Bank ladder matches, you got the women's Money in the Bank. You got Nia Jax versus Asuka versus Shayna Baszler versus Dana versus Lacey versus Carmella. Honestly, this is a hard one for me to choose. I feel like it could be either between Nia Jax, Asuka, and Shayna. You know, Nia just came back and she's been like unstoppable since then. Asuka, she just ended her tag team title run with Kairi Sane. So I feel like she might go on a singles run and, you know, be in the title shot again. And then you got Shayna Baszler, who's been pushed up the ass ever since she's been in the main roster. You saw how she dominated at Elimination Chamber. So, hey, she might dominate here at Money in the Bank. But honestly, if I'm going to choose somebody, it's going to be someone that I personally want to win, and that's going to be Asuka. She's done everything in the company. She's won the NXT Championship. She's won both the brands for the Women's Championship, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not the Raw one. But yeah, basically she's done it all except win Money in the Bank. She's won the Royal Rumble too, you see? So all she needs in her credentials is to be a Money in the Bank winner. And I think just because she dropped the tag team titles, I feel like it's her time again to shine and be at the top of the women's division. So I'm going to give it to Asuka. And moving on to the other Money in the Bank ladder match, you got the men's. You got Otis versus King Corbin versus Daniel Bryan versus Aleister Black versus Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles. You know, AJ Styles just came back on Raw this past week and qualified, which has many speculating that he is going to win the Money in the Bank. But I feel like that's where WWE is going to trick us, because bringing back AJ Styles after being buried alive and everything, you know, just in time for Money in the Bank, has everybody thinking, you know, oh, AJ Styles is going to win, you know, or else why would he come back? But I feel like that's where they're going to, like I said, that's where they're going to try to trick us into thinking he's going to win, but somebody else is going to win. In my opinion, like I said, I'm going to choose someone that I want to win. And for me, I would definitely want the Black Horse, Aleister Black, to win this fucking Money in the Bank. He deserves it. He killed it in NXT. And he just needs that slight push to make it in the main roster. And I feel like this is it. I feel like this is his time. And Aleister Black is going to win Money in the Bank 2020 and is going to cash in the future against Drew McIntyre. I'm calling it right now. Boom. But yeah, those are my predictions for this Sunday's Money in the Bank. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys Sunday with the reactions.